By now, you probably know what this is, the Electoral College, and how it works, right? Well, I get it. It's ridiculously complex. It absolutely does my head in, so I could do with a refresher. But also, let's look at why it's going to be even more important to understand this bizarre voting system over the coming weeks. So, let's get electoral. Yeah.
Our democracy is about fairness. It's about one person, one vote, one result. And every vote counts, right? Actually, no, it doesn't quite work like that.
Oh.
The general election is actually 51 separate elections all happening at once, on the same day. The presidential candidate with the most votes in your state, the most popular, is the winner of that state's election, the popular vote. So when you vote for a presidential candidate, you're basically telling your state which candidate you'd like it to vote for.
This one.
And they do that using electors from the winning party of your state's election. Except Maine and Nebraska, who just have to be different and can award electors to more than one candidate. Show-offs. Then, on December the 14th, those electors represent you and your state and send off their votes. There are 538 Electoral College votes, and the first candidate to get more than half, with 270, wins.
What's interesting in this rather complex process is that there isn't a federal or constitutional law that makes the electors vote according to the popular vote results in their state. Although some states do require a commitment either by state law or to get them to make a pledge to a political party. Either way, the Electoral College has worked since, that's 232 years, relying on the electors' good faith and this delicate little thing called morality. Whatever the heck that is.
But what if an elector goes rogue and chooses how they'd like to vote freely? Well, they're called faithless electors. Some states will fine or even replace them for doing it. This year, though, the Supreme Court decided the Constitution doesn't require the electors to be able to be free to act as they wish, which is still a bit vague. So could this happen now? Well, it's massively rare. Throughout history, electors have largely stuck to the plan because they're nearly always extremely loyal party members. And whatever President Trump does try to do, it's an extraordinarily difficult and improbable task, and highly unlikely to change the outcome. Also, the differing laws of each state make it a minefield of improbability. But today, if the Supreme Court were to intervene and grant more powers to, say, state legislatures to behave in a more partisan manner, then you can most likely kiss goodbye to any kind of truly fair election.
Oh, brother.
This bizarre system wasn't exactly beloved by our founding fathers either. Right, guys?
That's right, yes.
No, they created the Electoral College because they were tired and they couldn't agree on anything else. Many were pretty against it, hoping others would see sense and choose a national popular vote instead. And as the Electoral College is based on that anyway, why not?
Exactly. Good point, Rick.
Thanks, guys.
Good idea.
Well, good luck, because amending the Constitution is never easy to achieve. And even though many scholars believe the popular vote would actually be far fairer to both Republicans and Democrats, there's just too much mistrust. But the really sad thing is, despite what's being said of our 2020 election, we actually have an electoral system that is still proven to be consistently fair, secure, and an effective election process, overseen by great American patriots from both Republican and Democratic parties to ensure its success. In the future, let's hope that cooler heads and moral hearts prevail, or else the US will no longer be able to make the claim that it's the greatest democracy on earth, but merely the most disappointing democracy in the world.